amount of money that you two girls are making on OnlyFans, is it worth giving up a family and love? Because any man that is worth his salt that you would even be attracted to wouldn't put up with it. I can tell you right now. And you, my dear, are a depreciating asset. Every day that goes by, you're going to be less and less beautiful. And at some point, there's going to be a history of you doing that. As beautiful as you are, you're stunning, you're a pretty girl. But no man that is going to be in your league is going to put up with it. And so the question is, if you were truly in love and you had true desire for a man that would put his foot down with you, tell you how it was going to be, would you or would you not give up your OnlyFans?
No, I wouldn't. Same way if I wanted to really expand my dating pool.
Then you do not genuinely desire that man. You would not be in love with that man. Good job. Because if you were in love with that man, you would shut it down. And that day will come for you. It'd probably be way down the road.
Again, why don't I put on a hijab? Because then I can find a man who actually reciprocates, because Muslim men lower their gaze when other women
that asks you to do it and you say no to, you're going to look at as a you will not respect him and you will not love him. Any man that you look up to and respect, you would quit doing it for. And that day might not be today, but it will come.
In this situation, just completely oblivion to the obvious, and it's like she don't have a broad perspective of the future and what the future will bring, and she don't understand that every time she posts on OnlyFans, she is devaluing herself as a woman. With all of that digital content online, that digital footprint, no man is going to take you seriously, and no man is going to respect you, and no man is going to desire you in different ways other than sexually. But at the same time, though, it's money. Everybody chasing money.
1 or 2% of young American women are on OnlyFans. It's massive. Really good looking OnlyFans women, if they want to have like easy money, why don't they just find rich husbands? It's calculating and materialistic, fine, but it's a much more long-term strategy rather than blowing up your reputation by earning not even that much money on OnlyFans. I mean, the thing is that most women on OnlyFans earn a pittance. Mm-hmm. It's the massive hitters like
the power users.
Yeah, and the Pareto distribution is wild. Like, it's worse than podcasts, right?
It's worse. It's probably worse than book publishing.
Probably. And so much worse because you don't trash your reputation by putting out a podcast or a book.
Depends how the book is.
True. Whereas with OnlyFans, you carry the same reputational risk, but you earn a tiny fraction of the money that the really successful ones do.
And this is when I go back into talking about how women make spontaneous decisions based upon what they see at the moment, right then. They do not think about anything but what's in front of them right now. They don't think about the past. They don't think about the future. Hence, that's why a lot of women just spontaneously walk out of 10, 15, 20-year marriages. That's why a lot of these younger women are just, I'm just wake up one day, I'm going to make OnlyFans and sell my body, in a risque way to get rich. They are not thinking long term, but they also don't understand the detrimental effects this has on dating in between the male and the female dynamic. It is just ruining it. And the younger guys nowadays lose more and more respect for women. And hence, that's why when these guys get middle-aged and older, they are making the choice, I'm going to stay single because I know what it is out here. The dating game is just ass. It's not worth dealing with. And the women are far few in between when it comes to a woman that's respectable and doesn't have 1,000 bodies. It's just that the situation is what it is. Now I want to dive into the men that are feeding this narrative. For every woman that's got an OnlyFans page, there are men out here paying to see her body or whatever she has to offer on her page. So at the same time, the accountability falls on both sides, the simps and the women out here doing it.
Here's the thing, there's so much talk about the OnlyFans girl and how emotionally broken she must be and this, that, and the other. But the reality is, at least she's getting a perk. She can literally change her legacy. She might have grown up in a council estate and now can pay off her parents' house, and she can start that. So of course, emotional, there's damage, but she can be like, it was worth it, whatever. She can have some self-esteem attached to it. The man that's paying for it, there's nothing to gain from it. Nothing but loss of self-respect.
Loss of self-respect and loss of money every month for lustful attention. And the thing is that it's not necessarily the average guy. The average guy is not out here, subscribing to OnlyFans. Most of the time, it's the men with money but have low self-esteem that don't get out and go out much. Those are the men that are subscribed to multiple women, sending women just hundreds of dollars just to send them a nice sexy picture laying in a bed or whatever. So it's really the simps that are feeding this narrative, you know. But at the same time, you can't tell a grown man to do what to do with his money, and at the same time, if women looking at the fact that, okay, if you gonna throw it, I'm gonna catch you.
$6.6 billion spent by users in 2023 alone, more than the combined salaries of the NBA, the NHL, Major League Baseball.
Everyone's heard of OnlyFans, but no one really knows what it is. There's a house in LA, and there's a girl named Sophie Rain, who's a Christian OnlyFans girl, and she's got a bunch of girls that literally look like they're 12 years old, and they make childlike content on TikTok to be able to promote their OnlyFans. As I hear mothers that tell me, little girls are now like, I want to be a part of I love it.
Oh my Lord. This is diabolical. It's like a feeder system. So we've had Nala Ray who said she made $14 million. Then we had like China who said she was making like $20 million a month at her height. Is that the reality for most girls?
The reality is the average wage of an OnlyFans creator is $180 a month.
Were you there long enough to say, I know this is going to be successful? Were you able to figure that out?
Yes, the younger the better.
Sheesh. This is dark.
See, that's the thing, like diving down that deep deep rabbit hole. And this is true. The younger these women look on this platform, the more money they make. And I think that's a whole totally different conversation that can be discussed, but it's a deeper, darker side of the lustful, messed up minds of the men that are actually out here spending money on this platform every month, promoting this BS, and then allowing it to ultimately destroy modern day dating and the men and women dynamic of dating in general. But at the same time, you got to think in logic. And if majority of the content creators that are making the most money are the ones that look like young girls, then obviously this is some type of emotional or weird outlet for men, you know, that kind of have a pedophilia type mindset.
OnlyFans empowers you? Is it empowering for you, Miss Saudi Arabia?
It's very empowering.
Okay. Why is it empowering?
I am very proud of myself.
Okay. Women don't want consequences for poor decisions. If you sexualize yourself as a woman, 9 out of 10 times, every man you deal with is going to sexualize you as well in reciprocation. A man cannot objectify you unless you objectify yourself first. Well, you can be sexually free, but don't sit there and expect people to respect you. They're not going to.
Shorty's crying?
Probably. And here's the thing, that's sexual empowerment for you. When you can't speak about what you do openly and you feel a certain way, it goes back to the biology, man. Women know deep down that, this is not acceptable for me to be doing this shit. Like, they know it deep down. That's why there's a reason why when a guy asks a girl, what's your body count, whatever, they hesitate. They don't want to say it. There's a reason why when girls say, I do OnlyFans or whatever it may be, they're kind of hesitant to say it. Right? Some girls might say it out loud, but deep down, if you meet a man of your dreams, you ain't going to tell him that shit.
And this the thing, like, the true example of selling your soul. Once a woman gets on OnlyFans, she is, and even if she make millions of dollars and then decide to settle down later on, that woman never really will truly be happy and feel what it feels like to be loved and cared for by a man that really, because in the back of her mind, she gonna always be wondering, does this man really care about me? Does he really love me? Or is he here for just my money or what I have to offer financially? Because besides that, I technically don't have a lot to offer, because me, the modern day woman I am, I don't have the traditional mindsets of a traditional woman, and that is what make women value traditional women, being pure, not having a lot of bodies. And when this young lady got upset and decided to leave the show, she was being hit with reality. She actually took time to think about what she was doing and how it's going to affect her life long term. Like I always say in my videos, these women make these spontaneous decisions, and they make them based upon what they see right in front of them at the moment, and they don't think about long-term adverse effects that they will have. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that done got rich off of OnlyFans, the creators, the people who run it, and a lot of the content creators. But at the end of the day, I think it has single-handedly probably had the most negative and adverse effect on modern day dating here in the new age. Nonetheless, Like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. Everyone have a blessed day.